And where are you from originally? From here?
Yeah, I'm
Born and raised? What about your family?
Same thing.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad were born and raised here.
What's your background beside that?
Cuban.
That's so uncommon here.
Okay, it all started when I was a week old.
Okay.
I was born fine. Nothing was wrong with me. About a week later, I started getting a fever, and the doctor, and then my parents took me to the hospital, and the doctors kept saying that they couldn't find anything wrong with me. So my parents took me back home, and then it kept on going. One day while my mom was feeding me, I just stopped breathing and all that. And then so when they brought me back with the defibrillator and all that,
right?
And then they said that what it looked like I had was the Kawasaki virus cardiomyopathy.
Okay.
So they ended up just sending me home with the oxygen tanks and all the medicines and stuff like that. And the worst part about it is that this was during Andrew when this happened. Hurricane Andrew. One of our family members, her name is Madeline Moss. She was one of the head people in Jackson Memorial Hospital. And she called us in and she said that with me that they were going to start from scratch. So ever since then they just started giving me medication. Every new medication that had come out, they'd give it to me.
How old were you at this point?
I was like maybe a month or two old.
Oh wow, okay.
So I was still a baby.
Yeah.
And she just started from scratch all the way up to I was maybe 7 years old, and then they put in a defibrillator. I had a defibrillator till I was 12 years old. So.
What was that like?
It was painful. It was bad. It hurt a lot.
Yeah.
It's like a bomb going off in your body, and like everything, you feel like everything just stops around you, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
So from there on, at 12 years old, that's when I started having problems. It was at the point I had a bag of medicine, helping my heart pump regular, and it got to the point that once the medicine would stop, my heart would start acting up again. So I needed the medicine for my heart to keep going regular.
Right.
And then they finally put me on the list because they saw how weak I was getting.
Yeah.
And then I waited only 3 months. So I still remember the day like it was yesterday. Everything was clear. It's like they got the call at like 12 in the afternoon. One of the transplant coordinators had called me. I called my mom, and usually he's one of those that acts funny and crazy. He called talking professional. My mom was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And he said that that they had a heart and all that. So after that, the nurse was even there to change my dressing for the little medicine I had. Had a port, like a little port.
Okay.
So she was fixing.
So it's like a tube that went into you. Is that how it works?
I had a tube sticking out. I just got ready and I went to the hospital and we sat there, and then that's when everything started going crazy. All I see is white coats going around me and nurses just flying back and forth. They took out a lot of blood out of me, and I was in at 6 o'clock and I got out at 12 in the morning. And
with a new heart?
Yeah. And then everything was going well. I was doing fine. Like usually transplant patients don't do so good in the beginning.
Okay.
But I was doing fine. All my biopsies were good. Nothing was wrong.
Okay.
Until they took me off this one pill. And when they took it off, like I guess the virus woke up and just attacked everything. It went up to my eye here on this side. It almost got me blind here. And then so I had that, and that completely like messed up everything. At a point that my kidneys were getting pretty close to shutting down.
Yeah.
And like they're damaged, and my lung and
still now.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. And then I got back on the pill for a while, and I got better, and they took me off it again, and I've been doing well since, so that's good.
Yeah.
In I think a year after my transplant, because of the pills, of course, side effects, I had lymphoma. So they biopsied, I think it was this side, and then like I think a couple months after, they took out two tumors the size of golf balls out of my lungs.
Mhm.
And then ever since then, it's just been like medication. I had to go through like a type of chemo in a way, and then I had got it a second time again. But this time we caught it, perfectly, and then we just did the medicine, and I was fine. I did CT scans and everything's fine. Last time I did it, I still have little tiny I have scarring and
Yeah.
little bit of small little tumors on my lungs and stuff.
But they're not.
No, they're fine.
Okay.
There's nothing. And so yeah, that's pretty much everything that's happened so far.
Feel lucky, I guess.
Yeah, I feel lucky. Not a lot of people, get a second chance at life,
Yeah.
So when hopefully this is the last one I have to get,
Yeah. What about your family? How's it been for them?
Well, for my mom, it's been a
Hard.
roller coaster ride.
Can imagine.
My dad as well, but my mom, she worries about me a lot no matter where I go. She's always have to be home by 11 because she's afraid of, other people driving around and my grandparents as well. It's been a crazy ride for everybody, my whole family.
Yeah.
And they really like, they're always there for me when I need them, and they help me in any way that they can.
So do you take care of yourself differently though than you think other teenagers your age?
Well, with us, we can eat whatever everybody else eats, just not as much of it. Which of course, too much of something isn't good for anybody either. It's just have to take exercise as much as we can, and we don't have to run. Just like 30 minutes of walking a day. It's perfect. I have my own gym at home. I work out a lot.
Yeah.
Lifting weights and stuff.
And so now, is this cause sort of something that's really important to you? Like helping other people that have gone through something like this, or?
Yeah, I've helped a lot of people. I supposedly through my mom and my grandparents that I have changed people's lives supposedly.
Like how they say that?
I don't know. I guess for them being more grateful.
Yeah.
For like that they're alive and they're healthy. For example, my friends, my best friends, that they really care about me a lot.
Yeah.
And they always tell me, oh, you've changed my life, and I was like, and I see myself as everybody else.
Right.
But they all say, oh, you changed my life because this and this, and I complain about the little things, and look what you've gone through, and like I can't imagine how you feel, and so. But I just feel I feel just like everybody else.
As well, you should. And so, what do you want to do now in the future? Because you're a senior, and
first thing was which I'm still hopefully gonna go for is being a professional golfer.
Really?
Yeah, because I actually have a friend of mine. His name is Eric Compton. He also has a heart transplant, and he just had a second one about a year ago.
Wow.
And he's plays professionally. He's helped me get really good at the game, and hopefully let me go pro and stuff. And,
nice.
But other than that, I'm planning on maybe studying business.
Cool.
And along the line, and then if not, planning on being a fire rescue.
Nice.
Going to medical school and doing fire training and
That'd
see how that works out. I've always wanted to be one since I was little.
So, from all that you've experienced at this point in your life, if you had to impart one message to your peers and the people around you, what would that be?
To live life every day like it's your last. You never know when something bad's gonna happen. Take every opportunity you get. Anytime you get to spend time with your family and be with the people you love, and take care of yourself, and so you can be around to help other people. And you don't have to have a transplant or have something to help other people. You can do it yourself.
Yeah.
Just by showing people that that everyone's the same, no matter what they've gone through.